Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to House of Prep. It's Thursday morning. Just for all the new subscribers that we've had a lot this last month. Just so you know, on Thursdays, what we do is we jump in the comments and we give an update about our area. You can talk about how your stores look, whether it's Walmart or Kroger's or Aldi's, Publix, whatever your favorite stores are. It could be the dollar stores. Give an update. Then come back later in the day, and then you can come back and reread everybody else's comments, and then that way you kind of see what's going on, not just around our nation, but around our world. We have a lot of different people that jump in. So if you want to talk about the gas prices, I live here in Tennessee, just outside of Nashville, and our gas prices have been holding right around the $2.85 mark. Haven't had a lot of fluctuation lately, and that could be good. That means it's not going up, but we still don't know what to expect with that. So I know some of you guys have posted before, your gas has been up there over $5 a gallon. I know California struggles with that, and I'm sorry, that's getting expensive. Canada, I know you guys have some expensive gas up there. Look, I make the Thursday videos. If you saw my video earlier this week, I did one where I walked around the grocery store, right? And I picked Walmart. I could do others on future videos. But that's the one that I chose on this time around. And, you know, there's definitely things that have been consistently low, like water, for example. And I know that there's fires out west and stuff, but, you know, to take, you know, hundreds of thousands of bottles of water from the east to ship out west, I don't think there's that many firemen. I think that there's just always been, I think it's summertime, and I think there is some problems with deliveries, probably some issues with some plastic and things. It's a multi-level event. I think it's not just necessarily one thing in particular, but that's been a big struggle in my area is the bottled waters and things. Now, yeah, people jump in comments and say, hey, you know, why don't you stock water in other ways? And we do. We have, you know, the big 6-gallon jugs and larger capacity items and things for water as well, but the reality is bottled water, you rotate that. So you buy it, you rotate, and you buy, you rotate, and you use it up, and that's your first initial stock go-to in a small event, right? Your larger SHTF situation where it's going to be months and months and months. Yeah, bottled water, you just don't have enough room to store up that much bottled water, so you resort to the Bob, you know, where you can fill up your bathtub with a giant container in there, right? All your 55-gallon water collection drums, and you have so many other things for your long-term water storage, okay? So sometimes when you see me in the store, I'm just showing you the items that are being bought up. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'm telling you that needs to be your go-to item at all. That's not what my intention is. It's showing you and letting you know boots on the ground. It's just telling you, hey, this is what's going on in my area. So that's the Thursday video. It's not, the Thursday video is not to try to call people out and say, hey, you know, I don't understand why you're doing that. It's a fun video. It's a chance to just share your successes. Here's what I gather on Thursday videos. Fact, prices are going up. I've read so many of your all's comments every single Thursday, and the fact of the matter is prices are going up. And it doesn't matter how you slice and dice it. Ultimately, that's the goal of a lot of these companies. Now, they're doing it in two different ways. The first way is, there comes the new stickers out there. Now, a lot of you are very, very faithful that work in grocery stores, and you jump here at House of Prep on the comments and you give us the updates, the things that you personally are adding the tickets or the stickers out on the floor of things that are going up. And I thank you for that. Thank you. I hope you continue that. So we know that prices are going up. That's the first thing with adding, just actually making the price higher. The second way the price is going up is by the product shrinkflation. The price just went up. So instead of 10 ounces, now they're selling it down for 8 or 9 ounces, charging the same price. Oh, well, see, the price didn't go up, Jerry. Yeah, you're getting less ounces. So to be able to buy the same amount of ounces of something, you would pretty much you're paying more per ounce. So the price has gone up, right? So those are the two ways that you know for sure. Now, what I love is when I get the emails and I got pictures and things of people that are sharing personal illustrations and stories with me, and this is what we had stocked up because we're preppers. We went out and bought something, the same item that's new, and look at the difference side by side. It's shrunk. It's the ounces have gone down. The size is not the same anymore. So those are facts. We know that that's happening. And I thank you for all of you that have been posting every Thursday your updates and stuff. It's been very, very interesting to see all the changes that are going on all across the nation and the world. So some items are struggling in stock. I mentioned the water. Gatorade's another one. I see it all through the comments every single week. Yeah, our Gatorade. Now, every once in a while, someone's on there, hey, they use Gatorade all around the store to fill the holes. Well, that's where the Gatorade is, right? So, but no, for the most part, a lot of people are noticing the Gatorades are also low. And I think, again, that's probably multi-level. People are thirsty, right? It's hot. Second thing, there might be some plastic issues. But then also, thirdly, there might be some delivery issues and such. But we know that. We know that bread that I showed you earlier in the week, that yeah, there might be some big sales and some things, back to school deals and things like that, but that's been an ongoing issue, the bread aisle and the big giant gaps and the non-double stack and not putting it all the way to the back like they used to. See, things have changed. It's not the same way that they stock the stores. Canned goods, we know that that's an issue. We've seen it. I've seen it. A lot of you have seen it. You posted it. You've given your comments, your testimonials of what your stores are doing. Sometimes they're non-existent. There's no canned goods. Sometimes they're like mine. Everything's pulled to the front. It's not stacked necessarily top to bottom, front to back anymore like it used to be, right? So now if an event happens, if a crisis happens and everybody rushes to the store, it's only going to take just a handful of people going in and trying to buy everything they can buy before the shelf will be empty. There's just not enough product on the shelf to sustain a mass buying. That's just a fact, at least in my area, that's what I'm noticing, and I think a lot of you have kind of testified to that. So we have heard a lot about delivery strikes. Some of you have been very vigilant in coming on here and posting and say, hey, I have a great friend who's a truck driver, or I have a wife or a husband that's in that industry, and this is what they're doing, this is what they're seeing, this is what they're hearing. You know there's a lot of uneasy and unrest with prices going up for trucks. I mean, look, the price of fuel's gone up. The price of tires has gone up. Truck parts, maybe sometimes non-existent, and how do they find the parts they need? So we know there's a lot of issues when it comes to deliveries and with the truck drivers and things. And people just want to be treated fair, and they don't want to lose money. It's a business, and you don't want to lose money for your home, for your family. So that's the struggle that we deal with. Material shortages. I mean, have you noticed, other than food and water, have you walked around your different stores, your hardware stores, your outside, clothing stores and toy stores, right? I've heard people talk about bicycles being short. Other items, toy aisles, decimated. It's not even Christmas yet. Could you imagine if they can't figure that out by Christmas time, how decimated the toy section would be then? But right now I'm getting pictures, I'm getting emails from folks. So there's a lot of other things out there. Canning supplies, we've talked about that. My Walmart's still struggling trying to keep that. I mean, in my Kroger's, I've been in the Kroger's, and the Kroger's is the same way. So we do know that. We know that there's also the computer chip shortage. Have you seen your new car lots lately? Now, there are some brands that are holding on, like Buick. They seem to have a decent amount of cars, but I don't see a lot of people running out buying Buicks either. But our Chevy dealer close by, our Ford dealership close by, their parking lots are like ghost towns. There's not hardly any new cars for sale right now. What about the price of houses? Have you seen the cost of houses and that people outbid each other? There's just so much demand for houses still. I know in my area there is, and it just drives the price up. And at some point, when does that hit a ceiling? And with all the new changes and now the fears and the people that are afraid they're going to get evicted from their homes and all that you've seen here in this last week or so, that opens up a whole nother avenue of finances and economics. What about our economy? They keep printing money for a year now. It just seems like millions and millions of dollars of new money being printed and just fed right into the economy. At some point, that Band-Aid's going to break off. It has to. It can't continue down the path that we're going, and with all the inflation, with all the extra money being spent, with all the cost of things and the lack of some supplies, at some point we're going to run into some sort of storm. Now, I don't have a crystal ball. I can't see into the future. I can't. And I'm not here to promote fear in any way, shape, or form. But hey guys, it's Thursday, and that's what we do. We talk about this stuff on Thursday, and we're here to help each other. So let's celebrate our successes this week. If you want to jump in the comments and say, hey, I was able to accomplish this week, or that this week. I was able to obtain this week. Let's all celebrate in that. Let's enjoy that and encouraging each other, right, to continue to prep. Now, could we find things to argue about and point fingers at each other about? Absolutely. Just turn on the news. Man, we could pick a topic right now and we could go at each other's throats. What's that going to accomplish here at House of Prep? It's not going to accomplish anything. We're focused on prepping. We're trying to encourage each other to continue prepping, to stay the course. Don't get weary in it. Don't get discouraged. Look, there's a lot going on in our world right now, and it's easy to get sucked into that. It's easy to get discouraged. All right, but I'm here to tell you, okay? You don't have to live into that realm. You don't have to. You don't have to be sucked into that and have that doom and gloom feel and that anger and that bitterness and that wanting to just battle and combat everybody. Look, save that for another day. Today's Thursday. All right, let's have a good time. Jump in the comments. Get a thumbs up if you don't mind. And hey, if you're new to the channel, and for some of you that have been jumping on my Amazon link, no matter what the link is for, you can ignore it. If you just go on my link and just search, do your normal shopping like you always do, it helps the channel out. I get a small kickback from Amazon just by you doing your normal shopping. It costs you nothing. And I appreciate those that do that. And I wanted to put a plug out for the newer subscribers. If you don't mind doing that whenever you do your shopping through Amazon, just go on my video description. It pulls down, hit it, and you'll see a link to a USB fan or a cool shirt or something fun from Amazon. Just do your normal shopping. So you all take care, and I can't wait to talk to you guys on Friday night, okay? We'll have a Friday night live, 8 o'clock Central Time. So you all take care, okay?